Action.
Alright, so I think one of the most interesting things is just simple, like a lot of us, like when you think like things are gonna turn out a certain way or shockingly don't, because like when you're handed what you think are the tools to your success, and then you try to implement them only to be like failure, like it's shocking. Also, because like the stigma that comes with mirrors itself and the words and like the person looking into it, like there's no way to really figure out like how somebody's gonna feel and respond. But definitely like tell me what your thoughts and feelings were like as you were taking apart this challenge.
Well, when you first approached me with the mirror and you said, I want to do a game with you, at first I thought it was going to be something silly, kind of like what the chicken that you had.
Yeah.
And like when we took it up here and you told me, okay, like you wrote Insecurity and I saw that, so okay, that's a hint of something that's going to happen with this challenge. You said to just try to smash this mirror. And in my mind, like I thought it was gonna be easy to smash. So I looked at this mirror and I was like, okay, it's glass. It's easy to smash with a wrench. And I looked in the mirror and I actually visualized like all the things, like very quickly within like a short span of 3 seconds. I visualized like all the things and all the obstacles that I jumped through, which in most cases can be yourself. Like you are the one that tells yourself that you can't do this or can't do that. I kind of just took all that and squished it into 3 seconds in that mirror, looking at myself, and I said, I'm gonna smash that, easy. So I took the wrench and then bounced off it. It didn't break the first time. Then I tried again and again. Nothing really happened. I just put some dents. But I think the lesson you can take from this is that your insecurities are a lot harder to jump over than one can imagine. I mean, it's possible to pass over these obstacles, but it takes a lot more effort than what you could imagine up front.
Well, also, people forget that like there's more tools out there than like we're necessarily like introduced to, because like I think and this is more my opinion and critique on society, is just like a lot of times we tell people like you have the tools, you have the ability, we will give you these things to complete this task, only to not realize that either it's the wrong tool or it's an impossible task, either because of the task itself, because like at the end of the day, like you find out after the fact that like this is reflective paper taped to a little thing and it isn't gonna shatter.
You realize it's a lot harder to break than you can imagine. Like it takes other tools, and you're not using the right tools to break that either. So in that case, instead of trying to break it with the wrench, you find a tool that you can use to break that.
Yeah.
And that takes effort.
And also it might not be done in one sitting, and that's okay, because like I can't tell you like the hack for like this little puzzle, but also like it's intense because like each person, like be it me or somebody else, when they see this and get this challenge, is going to be thinking about something different, because there's a lot of stigmas with like breaking mirrors, like risking 13 years bad luck, risking getting hurt, risking the damage, because like we've been taught so many years like this is something precious that you don't break. Like
it's a superstition.
Yeah. And to be presented with the options like here's something you're not supposed to smash, and it's interesting, but also it's a challenge. And also like as I said, like I'm resisting the urge to like tell you like in my mind how I've learned to tackle it, but like
everyone's different. They need a you can't tell somebody like do it this way, because telling people how to do things. I mean, I know that like as humans we all like being told what to do, but at the end of the day we're all unique and our minds all wired differently. So in order to tackle our own insecurities, we have to find our own methods. And sometimes finding our own methods means taking risks. And doing things that you usually wouldn't do, breaking your own routine.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And like I think one of the biggest things is we seldomly let people know that like failure and risk are part of the experiences, and even though that feeling is hard to handle, like it gives you more experience in a sense, at least in my mind, and gives you an option to be like, okay, like how else can I approach this challenge, this problem, this insecurity, because sometimes it's not always what we think it is. Like in a situation like this, like oversimplifying it, like this is just Sharpie on a mirror or on a piece of reflective paper, but in regards to maybe somebody like holding this, looking at the word and seeing themselves, like who knows what they might be projecting or feeling. Like I know how challenging it is for me and myself to break forth and to chip away at my insecurities. It's like, oh man, I'm an awkward person if you haven't noticed it.
We all think we're awkward.
And like it has been a challenge for me personally to get past my own insecurities of just like interacting and talking with people and like figuring out what works and what doesn't for me, because like every situation is different. Everybody's skill set, toolbox, and modes of operation are unique to themselves. And I think one of the biggest frustrations, and I think this is me critiquing on society, is we assume that everybody can fit into the same mold, the same toolbox, and it's just not true. And it's not fair to be presented a challenge that the person instigating the challenge knows that you cannot win. And I feel like that happens a lot with what's typically going on currently in society. But like that's a different can of worms altogether. But yeah, it's hard. And it's okay. That's part of the process.
It's okay to struggle in life. You know, it's okay not to be okay. But at the same time, as long as you're trying it, as long as you're getting through it, that's all that matters. It's just, as time goes by and as you age, I mean, I know everyone says that, like, once you reach your 30s, you just stop giving a fuck.
I mean, you do, to a point. Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah, but like to reach that point though, it's a humbling experience. And, you know, like, at times in your life you may find yourself struggling to smash that mirror of insecurity, but once you smash through it, it'll get easier moving forward. I mean, life gets hard, but when it gets hard, it humbles you up and you learn from that.
Also, here's another idea, another concept. Once you smash that reflection of insecurity, then you get to finally deal with what's behind it.
That's true, yes.
And that's a whole nother world. Like that's
when the careless stage starts. I mean, you still care for yourself, and you still care for yourself as an individual. But at the same time, like, you're not worried about the things that don't matter. The things that make you insecure to begin with. Smash that mirror insecurity means that you don't have those insecurities anymore, so you just don't give a fuck.
There's a challenge, because like I like to think I have a don't give a fuck attitude, but like it's a pick and choose, because like I have insecurities about many things and it can be applied to so many different aspects of life. And each insecurity is going to need its different tools, its different modes of operations. For instance, I'm afraid of heights. Like, facts, I have never been flying. Like, I want to one day. But facts, like, no one is ever getting me to go skydiving. No. You could not pay me enough. The answer is no. It's not about insecurity, it's just that, no. I'm okay with that fear. Because guess what?
That's a survival fear, though. That's you telling yourself that, you know, there's a possibility of danger there.
I just don't want to jump out of a perfectly good plane. Like, of all the crazy stuff I've been through, it's just like, jump out, like, I won't go bungee jumping. Like, I will happily jump into like giant cushion thing, like, but like no, I don't want to risk the fucking parachute not opening. Like, I'm not gonna say the movie that I was watching, but there was a stunt performer, famous guy, who was jumping out of an airplane with a bunch of other stunt performers, and like you can see in the video, like his fucking parachute, like sliding off his fucking arms, and he has like somebody like jumping with him to help him, and like he catches it and just like, ooh, I'm like, no. That's I understand that these things happen. I'm glad he survived. I'm like, no. If no, I do not want to jump out of a building or.
That's the worst case scenario thinking too. You know, you wouldn't always have to jump out of a plane though. Usually the plane lands safely. I mean, they say that like your chances of getting in a plane crash are lower than getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, you're more likely to get squished by the cars.
There's a lot more dangers.
If you cross the street here, then you know, like, you are more likely to die out there, yes. But,
Yeah.
it's good talking to you.
That's a nice little talk.
Yeah, appreciate you being so deep in the moment with me.
I love giving these little deep talks. It's nice. You know, just getting feelings out. And
Thank you.
Namaste.
Lika.
shout outs to the filmer Lika.
Yeah, thank you, Lika.
Lovely interview.